Hello everyone, Gaara here and welcome with a new deck tech video. Today I'll be talking about my Swegstein Shaman deck, and it is a very serious deck I'm using for climbing. No, it's a fun deck with a lot of OTK potential. It started off as a joke with I tried to make, what is this card even called? Does Devil work? And then I removed it because it's a bad card. And I kept playing, kept improving the deck, and as it turns out, it's kind of working. It's it's I don't know if it's consistent just yet, but I OTK'd some Miracle Rogues, which was quite fun, and I'm winning against Hunters because I just have a lot of burst damage with this deck, and I'm going to show you the deck list here. I use one Earthshock just because I prefer the other cards over the second Earthshock. I'm not playing control most of the time. I'm just focusing on doing as much damage towards the opponent's face as possible and let the opponent trade. So I'm using one Earthshock. Maybe I could make room for a second one. I don't think it's necessary. It's mostly to Earthshock a taunt to burst through. Double Lightning Bolt, burst damage card, very nice. Sometimes you use it for clearing the board. The Rock Biter weapon, probably the most important card in this deck. It can be comboed with the Wind Fury, and you can make some crazy combos happen with the Shade of Naxxramas or the Wind Fury Leroy with the Flame Tongue Totem, and you have so much OTK potential with this deck. The Lepanome in turn 1, best opener against Hunter especially. If you get a Lepanome in turn 1, you will most of the time deal 6 damage to your opponents because they will play a minion in return and you ignore the minion and go face again, and then he will kill it, and then you get the death rattle effect of which is already 6 damage. This is already a lot. I decided to play the Agent Sky because I played the Flame Tongue Totem. It's not a good card against Haunted Creepers most of the time, but if you get the Flame Tongue Totem you have a lot of damage phase, and I like it. And it kills off the opponent's Lepanome, which is really important. And I don't know which other one drop. I like Undertaker doesn't really fit in this deck, and Zombie Chow is bad because healing your opponent will not work with this deck. So I'm playing the Agent Square because it's the next best card. So I play the Agent Square, and sometimes you can even combo it with the Wind Fury if you have the Flame Tongue out. You just want to do as much damage as possible. The Lebanon for damage, the one Wind Fury. I play one Wind Speaker. I try two Wind Speaker. Just I cut because it's like too much, obviously. So I play one Wind Fury. Most of the time I save it for the Leroy or for the Shade. This is also how I play the Shade. I'm not attacking with the Shade. I just let it on the board, let it get bigger and bigger till I can play a Flame Tongue Totem or a Wind Fury on it and just do an insane amount of damage. Sometimes I use it for trading when I know my opponent can't remove it easily, or I develop the board with more minions like Feral Spirits, and it's very difficult to remove. But besides that, I just let it get bigger and bigger on the board. I played the Haunted Creeper. It's just sticky on the board. It will get a couple attacks in. If the opponents kill it, you will have the 1/1s, which will do more damage than any other 2-drop. The Flame Tongue Totem to buff all those weaker minions. The Blood Mage Taunos for the Lightning Storm. I think the board clear is still very important in this deck. Of course, the Unbound Elemental, because I play so many Overload cards. Also the Lava Burst kills off bigger minions, but mainly I use it for burst damage against your opponents. Once you have the Doomhammer out, you can do so much damage with this deck. Spirits to protect yourself, be good against hunters, and against rogues. Like against control decks, this deck will mostly not work. I haven't played against many control decks because the ladder is full of hunters as usual. I hope it will change in 2 weeks once the nerf is implemented, the Buzzard and the Leroy nerf. But for now it's still very fast paced, and who gets ahead on the board early in the first 3 turns will most of the time win the game, and that's also with my deck the case. So I play the Leroy as a finisher card, a lot of burst damage, the Wind Speaker. This card can probably be like another Wind Fury or other burst damage or a second Lava Burst. I like the Wind Speaker, it's because it's fun to play. It's a 4-drop, I don't really play any 4-drops in this deck. I play the Doomhammer and the Alakia as finisher. It's a fun deck. Yeah, try it out yourself. Maybe you like it. So, and let's show you some games.